with just a few strokes. You can see all the way back in there. It's very soft and very gentle. Tell you what, now, if I was in a place like this, I'd want to build a little cabin out here. So let's have some fun today and build us a happy little cabin. I'll start out with a Van Dyke brown, pull it out very flat, cut across, and we get our little roll of paint again. Always get that little roll of paint. Let's go up here. All right, and maybe the cabin lives, yep, you're right, he lives right there. We'll do that back eave. There it is. And then we'll come in here.
Like these go way too fast. Like it's gonna keep looping and looping, but I can't rewind at the beginning because I need to watch it. I need to see what's going on, and it doesn't help that every color he wants to throw in this goddamn painting are ones I really don't have access to.
There. See, all we're looking for right now is just the front.
This one, I'm not sure how this one's gonna turn out. To be honest, they're usually good, but it's three colors, and it's colors I can't really alter too much.
Got a little hair on there, so I'll just pull him off. Now, we'll take some white, some of the dark sienna, and a little tiniest little touch of the Prussian blue. Make sort of a nice warm gray color.
This one, this one might be kind of derpy.
There. Cut across it, a tiny little roll of paint. Let's go up here now. Now grab it and gently come across. Very lightly. Barely caressing the canvas. Just let the paint break. If you've painted with me before,
I'm not sure how much I'm liking it so far. This one is just
about the same. Now to that same color, I'm going to add a little more white because I want it to be a little lighter.
That sky is...
The side here. A tree says the light's coming from the right.
Let's touch that up. It'll look better that way.
We'll decide where our side is here. It's a little bit lighter. Okay, now then, I'll tell you what. Let's put some slabs or some boards in there. I've got a little bit of brown on my knife, and here, all I have to do is just touch the canvas and begin laying these in. And this guy that built this cabin, he was about as much of a carpenter as I am. Some of them are fat, some are skinny. It's an old cabin. It's had a hard life. See there? But that easy. You've got the side of your cabin. Now we got to put a little roof on there.
Killing me. It looks
living in there now.
terrible.
He's at Chill City. He's getting cold. Let's go up here. Touch.
There's like no fucking... There's the colors don't jive at all.
Okay, touch. Bring it down. Touch.
Colors for this don't work at all.
Isn't that fantastic?
That's way too blue.
Well, I wish it was that easy in real life. There. And put a little snow on the other side like so.
Ah,
and we got a cabin.
good enough.
Except
good
need a
enough.
way to get in and out of it. So right
What two
here,
colors is that anyway?
let's put a little door.
Red and blue.
A little door. And I'll take a little bit of the light color and just work
Well, to
around
make it not
give it
look
a little
super
highlight.
liony.
Tell you what. Let's put a window
Spray.
in this little cabin. We'll use a little of the brown. I'm going to use a smaller knife.
Blue.
It makes nice little things. It's a lot easier to get into these small areas. There. And let's give the indication. Maybe there's a little glass left in the window. Touch. Give it a little pull. It's a little Prussian blue. Little Prussian blue. Just a
That
touch.
sky
Don't
is
overdo.
gotta go.
Don't overdo. Work a little bit here like that. And if you wanted to, use a little tiny edge here. Put a little chimney. Use a touch of the bright red.
That's the thing. Make
Nice.
sure
It's very
the
strong.
corners of your
Put a
painting are
little red on there.
always
Maybe nobody's home today.
very...
There. A little bit of snow.
There we
over
go.
Okay, let's have some fun now. We got us a little cabin. I'm going to grab the bottom here.
Already
and
looks
begin pulling this out,
infinitely better.
helping to create some shadows once again. There we go.
That's right. There are no mistakes.
Now, maybe, I'll tell you what, I'm the world's worst lawn keeper, and I believe this guy probably was too. Let's go up here. Maybe.
That makes me feel a little
maybe
bit
he didn't
better
cut his
about
lawn,
it.
And there's a huge big weed lives right here in front of
Big
his house.
weed.
It comes right on down wherever we want it to go.
Big weed.
Yes, sir. He takes care of a lawn about like I do. I get in more trouble about that. There we go. Just put some happy little weeds here and there.
There we go.
Tell
That's
you what.
looks a little bit better, but not
Take
by
some of
much.
this brown, pull it out flat, cut across, get that little roll. Okay. Maybe there's a happy little fence. Little snow fence type thing, and it lives right there. Now, a super easy way to make a beautiful little fence. Maybe they're sort of falling down. We'll take a little bit of light color. This is just sort of the brown and the white.
Some fun.
touch.
Thought we already were. Oh no, it's not even the right kind of
Blues in
fun.
there too.
Not even
Let's
close to
look a
the
bit
right kind of
colder.
fun. Gotta.
There we go. Just drop that in. Now, with the small edge of the knife, just gonna go along here and just barely
We're just gonna keep
touch.
touching this sky up because
Indication maybe there's a little bit of snow that's laying up here on top of them. Look at that. Now run into the liquid white, and I'm gonna cut across it with a knife, and this will use the heel of the knife, and we'll put a little bit of wire hanging on there. Look at that. Look at that. That easy. Look at there. I used to use a one-haired brush and work myself to death trying to put wire on there. We try
he
to show
grows
you
the weed
easy way
outside
of
the
doing
cabin.
things. Use the old fan brush and we'll pop a few weeds up
That's
around here.
not
Maybe there's a few coming down here. Wherever. We'll let them go.
All right,
This is
so
just a
holy shit!
fun
All
little
right, well
painting.
he can grow the weed again. Now we can finally grow
There
this.
it is.
I can
Now
finally
the
make this
distance that we've
goddamn
put in
cabin.
here with just a few strokes. You can see all the
We're
way
gonna make
back
the
in
cabin
there.
first, and the
It's
cabin
very soft
is
and
the
very
cabins are
gentle.
easy.
Tell you what.
Pretty much. Boom.
Now, if I was in a place
Tool
like this,
one.
I'd want to build a little cabin out here. So let's have some fun today and build us a happy little cabin. I'll start out with a Van Dyke brown.
Tool.
Pull it out very flat. Cut across.
Two.
We get our little roll
For
of paint again.
the
Always get the little
cabin
roll of paint.
builder
Okay.
on the budget.
All right. And maybe the cabin lives. Yep. You're right. It lives right
And
there.
we'll need
We'll do that back eave. There it is.
for the lines in the cabin. We're actually gonna do a mix of this.
And then we're going to come in here and put the front in. There's many, many ways to paint cabins. This is just one of many. And during the series, we'll show you several different ways. Let's paint the other
Mix
side. We're going
these
to leave
with
the
the
roof
dark
off right now.
gray.
We're going to come back later and put the roof in. There. See, all we're looking for right now is just
That
the
might
front.
be something used in it later. That might be too thick
and
though.
the side there. There we go. That
I want a
easy.
happy cabin. What do
Let's
you
have some
want?
boards in our cabin.
This guy already looks
Got a little hair on
infinitely
this
better.
one.
I already feel a lot better about the painting. That was just it.
Yeah.
That sky is just
We'll
we
take
can't do
some
that. We
white,
just have to do a blue
some
sky.
of the dark
Which is
sienna,
not the end of the world by any means.
and a tiniest little touch of the Prussian blue.
Tiniest touch.
Make sort of a
So let's
nice warm
put the
blue
outline
color.
for our cabin. And actually, we're going to do the outline in a different color. Load.
There.
Because there's too much
Across
black
it, a
already.
Tiny little roll of paint. Let's go up here now.
It's going to be the brightest fucking
Now
red
grab
you've
it.
ever seen.
And gently come across, very lightly, barely caressing the canvas. Just let the paint
There's a
work.
reason
If you
for
painted
this.
with me before, this is about
Black's
the same.
not going to stand out.
Letting snow on the mountain.
So if you do it this
Just
way,
about the same. Now to that
we'll
same
just
color,
fill it in with black
I'm gonna add
when
a
it's
little more
when it's
white.
laid down.
because I want it to be a little lighter on the side here. A tree says the light's
What are
coming
you
from the
painting?
right.
This is a winter cabin. Is the name of
Very
this.
gently. We'll
And
decide
it'll also
where
help
the
us
side is here.
vision the
Just a
cabin a
little
lot
lighter.
better.
Okay, now then, tell you what. Let's put some
Put our
slabs or some
cabin
boards in there.
here.
I've got a little bit of brown on my knife.
How's
and
that
here,
cabin
all I have to do
sitting?
is just touch the canvas and begin laying these in. And this guy that built this cabin, he was about as much of a carpenter as I am. Some of them are fat, some are skinny. It's an old cabin. It's had a hard life. See there? But that easy. That easy.
It's all gonna get covered up
The side of the
anyway.
cabin. Now we got to put a little roof on there. The guy that's living in there now,
Move the
he's
cabin up a little
a
higher.
chill city. He's getting cold.
Amy, thank you for
Let's
the
go up here.
host, Amy.
Touch.
How was your stream?
Pull. and bring it down. Look at that. Okay, touch, bring it down. Touch, and
Oh,
bring
the
it right
bell.
down.
So
Isn't that
putting our
fantastic?
cabin in right now.
That easy, you can build a cabin. Well, I wished it was that easy in real life. There.
I'm gonna just slide away all
Also
of
on the
this.
other side, like so. And we got a cabin, except we need a way to get in and out of it. So right here,
And this will
put a
be
little door.
that was a
Little door.
terrible line.
and I'll take a little bit of the light color and just work around it, give it a little highlight.
These is just a rough outline, of course.
Tell you what, let's put a window in this little cabin. We'll use a little of the brown. I'm going to use a smaller knife. It makes nice little things. It's a lot easier to get into these small areas.
You basically just want to etch
There.
this in, just a rough
And-
idea of your cabin.
Let's give the indication. Maybe there's a little glass left in the window. Touch. Give it a little pull. It's a little Prussian
Perfect.
blue.
That looks pretty good.
Little Prussian blue. Just a touch. Don't overdo.
Just got done, but then I was also
Overdue.
playing Final Fantasy. Jesus, that's how it was for me when I played that game originally. Like I was just addicted to that fucking game.
And if you wanted to, use a little tiny edge here. Put a little
So
chimney.
here's our cabin.
Use a touch of the bright red.
Rough
Not
rough
much. It's very strong.
estimate of the cabin.
Put a little red on there.
I'm gonna
Maybe
put some
nobody's
snow
home.
on the sides.
There,
So
a little bit of snow on the
don't
roof.
be
Okay, let's
concerned
have some
too
fun now.
much
We got
with
us a
how the
little
cabin
cabin.
looks.
I'm going to grab the bottom here and begin pulling this out, helping to create some shadows once again.
So now what we're gonna do is take
There we go.
a paintbrush and
Now.
fill it black.
Maybe.
Now you
maybe,
can
I'll
see
tell
it a
you what,
lot
I'm the
better.
world's worst lawn keeper, and I believe this guy probably was too. Let's go up here. Maybe he didn't cut his lawn, and there's a huge big weed lives right here in front of his house.
Big weed in the lawn.
Comes right on down wherever we want it to go.
Big weed.
Yes, sir. He takes care of a lawn about like I do. I get in more trouble about that. There we go. Just put some happy little weeds here and there.
Okay, so now that we have this done, we need to
Tell
go
you
back
what.
into our stamp tool, and we need to load
We'll take some
this,
brown.
and we can replace this with
Pull it out
white.
flat, cut across, get that little roll. Okay.
And you
And
want to
use
make
a
sure you
happy little
put a
fence.
little
Little snow fence type
dark
thing.
spots in
It is.
there. That's just to be a
there.
contrasting color, just to be a little depth in the
It's a
snow.
super easy way
And we also want to load
to make a beautiful little
this part
fence.
here, and this can
Maybe
just be
sort of
straight
falling
white.
down. We'll take
This
a
can
little
just
bit
be
of light
straight
color.
up
This is just
white.
sort of the brown and the white.
And we'll go with the extension there in the
Just
end.
touch, touch.
Because I got
A little tiny bit of the blues in there too. Makes it look a little bit colder.
And we'll clear this, and we need
There we go. Just drop it
a
in.
line here for the blue window. This actually be the most appropriate
With
use
a
of
small edge of the knife.
blue in this thing.
Just gonna go along
Damn.
here and just barely touch. But the indication is a little
Shit.
bit of snow that's laying up here on top of them.
I got rid of the one thing. Well,
Now run into the liquid white, and I'm gonna cut
Well,
across it with
we'll
a knife.
see how
Just
that
use
works.
the heel of the knife, and we'll put a little bit of wire hanging on there. Look at that.
wire.
Look at that. That easy.
So how's your stream, Amy?
I used to use a one-haired brush and work myself to death trying to put wire on there. We try to show you the easy way of doing things. Use the old fan brush and we'll pop a few weeds up around here, and maybe there's a few coming down here. Wherever. And let them go. This is just a fun little painting. Then we go back with the white. And I want to grab some of this brown and turn it into shadow.
No, this
Just
part
look
is
darker
do
back
the
behind.
roof just bump.
And just let this work.
I mean, that's
Let it work.
it's the best way to do it, and you can
See?
always go back in and change how the
Look at all the
snow
beautiful
falls
effects.
on
And
your
once again,
cabin.
This is the way. This is the
And
way
we're actually
that
gonna
you
flip it around the
create
other way
the
just to
lay of
keep
the
it
land. Look at that.
keep it. That part really does depend on your stroke, though.
Little bit right.
To make sure your stroke
The
is
sun would
good.
hit right there in my mind. It would strike right there and be a little bit brighter. And
It's all about what
right
you
into
see.
this here. And you can't make a mistake with this. If you put a weed in here that you don't like,
But
you
we're
just turn
wearing
it
the
into
tag.
shadows.
I'm just
So
playing
easy.
a bit pretty soon. Well, with this on,
There
it
we
should be
go.
pretty easy.
Just like where a little light would hit, let your fan brush just play right across there and sparkle and have fun.
Have fun.
Now, let's brighten that one up right there a little. Maybe Yep, right here. It's another big old one.